Hi, for this video, we're going to learn 10-item exercise on verbal reasoning, specifically on verbal analogy. The intention of this exercise is to identify the kind of relation established in the first pair of words so that the succeeding pair could have similar relation. For number 1, we are given that a bailiff is to judge. So a bailiff assists a judge. We will have to find a similar relation among the choices A to D such that one is an aid of the other. For number 2, desist is to acquire as from among the choices. We need to recognize that to desist is to refuse from making a claim, while to acquire is to obtain or make a claim on something. So a similar relation should be established for the right choice from among A to D. For number 3, we have the relation gourmet is to food. A gourmet is someone who is an expert in food, its preparation and presentation. So we need to identify a similar relation with one to the other from choices A to B such that one is also an expert on that other field. Okay, diamond is to carat for number 4, and we need to recognize that a carat, also spelled with a K, is a characteristic of diamonds. So this carat refers to the weight of the diamond, not the size. So for choices A to D, we need to also identify a characteristic of the pair. For number 6, we are given the relation between mortar and pestle. So these two always will go together. Most of the time. So for the mortar and the pestle to function, both are needed. Okay, although one can also use a pestle on a chopping board, but regularly we use a mortar for a pestle. Okay, so I also identify the similar relationship among the choices A to D. For number 7, we have acquiesce is to accede. To acquiesce is to agree or obey to a request without resistance or just a little resistance, but one still agrees, while to accede is to agree. So these two words are synonyms. Let's identify also the pair that are synonyms from among the choices A to D. For number 8, we have capricious is to determined. So the relation between these two is that capricious is a characteristic of someone who changes one's decision or one's mind just suddenly. And this shift in behavior or mood will be unpredictable, while a determined person has a fixed decision on something. So these two words, the first pair that's given, are antonyms. One will have to look for the same relation, that means antonyms, among the choices A to D. For number 9, we have vocalist is to voice. So let's recognize the relation that a vocalist uses his or her voice to render a song. Let's also identify someone who uses something to be able to deliver what he needs to deliver or to do his job. So that's for number 9. And the last item will be bleeding is to tourniquet. Okay, a tourniquet helps stop bleeding as when one has a cut in the body. So let's identify also from among the givens A to D something that helps put a stop to something. Okay, so The answers in here will be aid is to teacher for number 1, 2 spurn is to adopt, number 3 will be kuro is to spirituality, 4 is plutonium is to radioactive, 5 is tsunami is to massive devastation, boat is to ore, number 7 clandestine is to furtive, number 8 tainted is to pure, number 9 orator is to speech, and 10 pain is to paracetamol. So if you would like to go back to the exercises, so that would be a good thing to underline your choices and check if you were able to make a perfect score. If you haven't got a perfect score, erase your choices and at a later time, go once again through the items and check if you're able to improve your scores. The important thing in here is to be able to establish relationship of the first pair of words and be able to more or less identify a similar relation from among the choices. So that's all. Dear subscribers, kindly please subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates and additional materials. Materials will be uploaded as often as possible. Thank you very much.